Hi, welcome to Free Spirit, and welcome to another spirit tip and a whole thing about how to use multiple tarot and oracle decks together for your great readings. Okay, so this has been coming up a lot in the comments because whenever I do a reading, I use a slew of decks. And the best way to have a really magical and really supportive, loving messages and a theme and a clear message come out is to use multiple decks. And it's just something I've always done is use multiple. We're going to be using 6 decks. I'm going to show you step by step. This is kind of a behind the scenes look at how I do and use multiple tarot and oracle decks, how you can too. You're going to see how it magically builds on each other, the messages, the cards from each deck. It completely supports the plot, the story, the messages, the loving guidance that wants to come forth. I'm going to show you step by step exactly what to do so that you actually use several decks and then you'll get tons of messages. And there's something very magical about this because you're going to see and feel literally as you do the reading that it completely builds on each other. The messages that come out from each of the decks completely builds on each other and supports each other to actually give an even more powerful meaning and message to your readings. It can actually feel like a complete conversation. So in the description box, I'm gonna go over 7 steps and how to do it step by step. I'm gonna really go through it all. I'll even do a sample reading as we go so you see how I do it and so you can really enjoy a larger, bigger, filled with more messages. I'm getting a much more love, support, guidance in your readings. And so I'm so excited to actually do this reading and messages and tips and share this how I do it because I feel like the moral of this video and the past couple of videos that I've been posting or the direction where it's going is it's really to empower you to get the maximum directly and not having a go-between. You know, you can do your own readings and get all these wonderful messages of love, support, guidance. And so let me show you, okay? So how to use multiple tarot and oracle decks all together in your readings. So you have a slew of decks. Feel guided to the ones that you want to use for this particular reading. When I consistently use tarot decks over and over again, I keep them in this little side, you see this little container? We're going to be using 6 decks. So sometimes I place it in a different way like this, but I have all my decks ready to use that I know I want to use in a reading. This can change, but for a particular reading, say if I'm forecasting what messages want to come forth for a period of time, over the years, this has been the set that I've gravitated to. That comes with time, but for now, you can survey your decks, feel a question that you want to ask your decks. You're going to ask your decks the same question. I'm going to tell you that too. But so for this reading, I'm going to be asking for all of us who are watching, what are the most important messages to keep in our body, mind, and spirit for the rest of the year, for the remainder of 2021? So for this reading, I'm picking these 6 decks. So now what do? I want to show you exactly what I do. I take out before I put the camera on that you see, or if I'm doing a reading for myself, you take the decks out of their boxes. Okay, so this is gonna be a little tedious, but I wanna show you. You can skip forward, but you're gonna take it all out of the boxes and you're gonna line them up on the side in the order that you feel that you're gonna be pulling the cards. So say, this is how I always set it up behind the scenes. Okay, so then the first deck that you're going to be using, you place in the center to easily grab. So we're going to be using for this the Archangel Power Tarot cards just so you can follow along because the messages are right on the cards. So the main deck is going to be here, and then I'm going to be lining the other decks on the left and the right of me down here to easily grab. My next deck I usually put on my right because this is my dominant hand, so I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to show you. But this is what you see. You don't see this on the camera. You don't see how I literally do it. These are my goddess guidance. This goes over here. You're going to feel also what is the natural order. Like how do you want to ask your question? How do you want the flow of the cards? So this is going to be important too. My second deck is going to be the energy. So the first deck is what to keep in our mind, body, spirit. What do the archangels want to say? What are the messages? How should we what's the journey going to be like for us the remainder of the year? What's the energy we're dealing with the remainder of the year? What's the advice that they want to give us for the remainder of the year? What can we surrender for the remaining of the year? Let's get messages from heaven in here. I'm almost done. But this is how I would set it up. Messages from heaven and guardian angels I kind of put in the same side because it's going higher. Sometimes I feel like I'm laying the decks out for this is the physical, what's the energy we're dealing in the physical, what's the advice for the physical, what can we surrender as we move on up in energy, connecting, and then we end it with like, we're going higher, messages from heaven, loved ones passed on, our spirit guides, ending it with guardian angels. So I definitely feel that too also, like what am I asking for in the physical, what am I dealing with in the physical, and as we move up, what do they want to add? So that, okay, so you have your 6 decks, 1, 2, 3, this is the order I'm going to do it, you can hardly see it on the side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, okay, so now that you did, back here I have supportive crystals, I have all of that, you should feel very cleared out. So before you start shuffling your cards, first of all, I will share with you also I'm barefoot. I don't know why, but I feel like I have to do readings barefoot, so I don't wear shoes. I clear out everything. Pay attention if you start getting images or messages as you're sitting down. It could be that they're already starting, so listen to what you're getting. Very often I start my readings with a message because I've already gotten something, so pay attention. Your clairs could be open, you could be getting images, song lyrics, things like that. But try to be as clear as possible. So now we're going to ask our question. So you have your supportive crystals, whatever you need, get clear, whatever you need to be very comfortable and clear. You're asking to connect with the highest energy, your spirit guides, loved ones passed on. Positive energy only, your guidance, they're already there and ready for you, I find. So I don't have a whole thing that people always used to do back in the day. I feel like everyone on this time, you're more connected than you think. So it's like they're ready, just you get ready, be cleared out, release, get ready to receive. So now let's ask the question. Always ask an open-ended question. So if I wanted to ask a question, it wouldn't be a yes or no. You're gonna wanna ask, like I said, my question is gonna be, what would be helpful for all of our mind, body, spirit? What's the journey for all of us, tapping in higher for the remainder of 2021? What should we know? What is love, support, guidance for the remainder of 2021? So whatever the question is, you just get very clear. Relax, ask for the support and guidance to come through, be very clear with your question, and get ready to receive. And whatever that entails for you, get ready to receive. Now we're gonna shuffle the cards. So I'm gonna show you how I shuffle the cards. So we're gonna start with the number 1 deck. So we're gonna get messages, and I shuffle bridge shuffle, but you can shuffle as much as you want. You're gonna shuffle until you feel you're done. So I go like this. It's awkward with how I have the camera right now. If you can't bridge shuffle like that, you can also just go like this and push it. You wanna mix up the cards and meditate almost on the question. So what was my question? What's gonna be most helpful for all of us for the remainder of 2021 to keep in our mind, body, spirit? What are the messages that wanna come through for all of us? Knowing who's gonna find this video, tapping into our energy. Let's just release and get ready for the messages that wanna come out for 2021. From the remainder of the year, what would be most helpful for us to keep in mind? What's it gonna feel like? What's the energy we're dealing with? What do they want us to know? You know, it's those kind of open-ended, we're asking all the decks the same question. So it's all gonna build and support each other. So they all know, okay? So you keep shuffling until you feel it's done. You'll feel it. A lot of this is feeling, okay? So we're feeling. So now, to get the cards, this is what I'm gonna do. I shuffle overhand really fast, like this, until cards come out, until they fly out. What is the most important messages for our mind, body, spirit for the remainder of 2021? There's the first card. So they're gonna fly out of the deck. Oh gosh, okay, so we got a couple already. I'm gonna show you the cards. I just wanna get through the entire deck, if there's any more. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, and in the order it fell out, Major Arcana, wow, Perspective, perspective. This is also the Hanged Man. So there could be a lot of things that are still in pause. You can find that a lot. You can also feel that you're getting a higher perspective on things. And here the message literally is, there's a better way. So pause for reflection and insight and dare to be different. And you can see this is a major arcana, which means that this is the major theme of what's going on the remainder of the year. It brings up a hangman. He is immovable in a sense. You're getting a better perspective and insight and everything else, but it's also like a pause. You could feel that's happening in the big stage. It also could be a pause because there's a better way. So it's pause for reflection and insight and dare to be different. This is usually when he gets illuminated with new ideas, new perspective. Imagine you're hanging upside down. You're seeing the world literally in a different way, different perspective. So they're saying that we're going to get a different perspective. At the end of this, we'll have a higher perspective on things. There's a better way. It's also a pause. So you could be literally pausing for a moment to get clarity, to get a better understanding of things, better perspective of things. It could feel like things are pausing on the big stage and little stage of your life. The second card was King of Raphael. So this is beautiful. So yes, it is safe to trust the ability to accomplish many things at once and follow your creative passions. So after, you may be getting illumination or a better way to do things that could further you in your creative passions. And I almost feel like that's the theme of this video, because if you're watching this, you're pausing for greater perspective and illumination on how you can move forward creatively on something in a more clear, powerful way, if it's doing your readings. But I also feel like in our lives, we may be taking a lot of pause for reflection on how we can do things better and move forward more creatively. The king is very much in his power, and it's very heart-based. Raphael is all about the heart. So they're saying then you can move forward once you get this clarity and new perspective. You can move forward more powerfully, more clearly, following your heart. The ability to do many things at once. You'll almost feel more driven, creatively, passionate again. He's almost holding his light, moving forward in his power, feeling love, support, backing, being more creative. Follow those creative passions is going to be very important the remainder of 2021. And we also got, where's he walking to? Happiness, stability, the Four of Gabriel. Wow, wow, wow. This is time for celebration. Time for celebration. Abundant rewards for hard work. Release yourself from burdensome situations. So the remainder of the year is looking like we are headed to celebrations, better times, results of hard work, more stability, security within the home. And it is going to be this pause for reflection, illumination, new perspective. We're going to be moving more powerfully, creatively, and more heart-based. And it's going to bring us happiness, more fulfillment in the home, rewards for hard work, more stability, more growth, bloomation. So let's just end it there, because that's a clear message. You also stop when you're done, and this is for a sample reading, right? So now let's go on to the energy. What is the energy we're dealing with for the remainder of the year, right? So let's shuffle the cards and let's find out what is the energy that we're dealing with for the remainder of the year. So we're asking the same question for each of the decks, right? Now I do free form. I don't do any kind of literal spreads here. We're using 6 decks. So again, we're going over the hands really quickly and see what falls out for the energy for the remainder of 2021, as we are supposed to move, follow our hearts, follow our creative passions, heading to more stability, happiness in the home, rewards for hard work. Yes, so right now they're saying it's strategy time. That's the energy, especially when you think about perspective, the hangman. So we're pausing for an illuminated, look at the light, it's lit up, a better strategy. Like they said, there's better ways to do things. There's literally, see how it builds on each other? That's why using decks is really amazing. They're saying there's a better way, and here's the strategy. And I don't feel like you're trying to figure this out alone. They always say you're never alone. You could get divine inspiration. Look at the angel behind him. You could get great ideas, creative sparks, passion, what moves and steps to make that will lead to better stability and growth in your life. So you're getting it within and without, like, or coming up with a better perspective, a better way to do things, a strategy. You could be really thinking or assessing, what is the strategy? What are the moves? What are the steps to bring this in? This more happiness, rewards for hard work, stability, growth. So it's us doing the thinking, the strategy, the planning. Oh, look at that. And right on the King of Raphael, who is all about the heart. Do you see how it builds? Woman holding a heart. I have chills, chills, chills. And it is following your heart. It's being full of love and appreciation for yourself and pouring it out. Like you're following your heart. Literally follow your creative passions. So it's the time to follow your heart. Own your power, and it's very heart-based. You're moving, following your heart is what's going to bring in this fulfillment. So it's like pausing for a better way, for a strategy, to follow your heart more, to bring in more fulfillment, more stability, security, growth in the home. Archangel Raphael is probably helping us to follow our hearts more at this time for the remainder of 2021. And I mean, these are clear messages. And we have Angel of Balance leaning on this. This 4 is more stability, structure, balance. You're going to find more balance in the home. They're advising you to be more balanced, stay illuminated within and without for what you're building in your life, happiness and home. And it's Angel of Balance. 4 is, you know, like a table legs is that of balance. So you're going to be ending the year feeling more at balance, more stable, more secure, more abundant, that you're seeing rewards for hard work, ends of burdensome situations. Keep following your heart is the advice. If you have to pause for a better strategy, way to do things, you are. But overall, it's bringing more happiness in the home. So it's like strategy, follow your heart more, and it's bringing it in. So now let's get into the goddess guidance. What they're saying is the goddess guidance for the remainder of the year. This is so positive for all of us, and I feel like we all need this little spirit pick-me-up anyway. So what a great way to show on this reading. So now we shuffle the cards here. You can shuffle the cards however you want. And let's get the goddess advice for the remainder of the year. Definitely follow your heart. Wow, wow, wow. Stay creative, moving forward, better strategy, bringing in more fulfillment, rewards for hard work, happiness, stability, balance by the end of the year. Ooh, okay, so this fell out. And we're getting guiding children. So just like I'm doing this video, we're all helping each other, divinely supporting each other through this time, especially with bettering ways of doing things. You're good at helping, counseling, and healing children. Use your skills to help children now. So it could literally be children or those less experienced than you, younger than you, in some way. We're all guiding and helping each other at this time. So they're definitely saying that's what you're being used for. That's also the perspective to have, that it's not just serving yourself, but helping and serving, you know, other people as well. We're all being used that way. And just like I'm doing this reading, it's like we're being used to guide, help, heal in various ways. Personally, creatively, your work. So that's how we're going to be used the remainder of the year. So, you know, how could I be more of service? You know, so your strategy is not just one-sided. It's like, how can I be more of service? How can I make things better for myself and all? So that's kind of what it's lending to. So do you see how the relationship, the cards all build on each other? There's a magic here. It's a conversation here. And we have focused intention. Well, he's focused. He's in his power, illuminated, just walking straight forward on his passions. She's also aligned with her heart. So this is like focused attention. Align with your heart, Diana. Oh, gosh, this is fabulous. Keep your unwavering thoughts, feelings, and actions focused on your target, and you will make your mark. So they're saying continue. And not only that, but like you will make your mark. Unwavering thoughts. This also, see how she's illuminated and she's focused here? This is when your emotions are balanced in this bottle the whole way. That's also a lot of focus and everything else. And for the stability and balance and security and rewards for hard work, you just keep it's a recurring message. Keep focused on what you are to do. Keep focused on what you can accomplish. Keep your eyes on your own work. Do your own work. Keep this is a repeating message that's been coming up in other readings. For the remainder of the year, you just keep your unwavering thoughts, feelings, and actions focused on your target, and you will make your mark. You're going to get rewards for hard work. You're going to bring in more happiness, stability, security, more more balance, overall energy. You just keep focused on your own, like what can you do? This has been a recurring message because everything else pulls our time, focus, energy away, like our divine resources, our natural resources. You keep your time, focus, energy, intentions, actions, focus on your own work. It's going to pay off. Like it's going to bring in the stability, security, more abundancy, more balance in all ways that things that were imbalanced. So you just keep your focus, Diana, attention on what's going to make your life better. Oh, I didn't even see that fall out. Oh, that's the transformation. That's the transformation, and that's what's setting you free by the end of the year. And you could feel during this time that a lot is being let go, shuffled around, transformed. And this is beautiful. Oh my gosh, you are experiencing enormous change right now, which is going to bring great blessings. Lending to this energy, it's bringing great blessings. It's bringing the stability, security, more abundancy in your life. So it's time for celebration, abundant rewards for hard work. It's a release from the difficult, burdensome situations. Here's the transformation saying you are right now experiencing enormous change right now. It's going to bring you these blessings. It's going to bring, see the blooming here. It's going to bring you these blessings. It's beautiful, beautiful. So this is what they're saying. So that's part of, this is a whole transformation that you could be feeling right now through the remainder of the year. There's going to be great change, transformation, but it's bringing great blessings. What could we surrender that could help us along the way? So see, I'm asking the same question. So it's building on each other. So now we know where it's going, what energy, what's the guidance here. Definitely that just flipped forward, like keep focused. Keep focused on what you're supposed to do and keep following that heart. That's part of the transformation. Part of the better strategies, the transformation that's leading to more blessings. So let's get some, now can we surrender anything that would make it easier for us for the remainder of the year? What can we surrender that would make it easier for us? What can we surrender? What can we surrender? So I go through the whole deck and see what wants to fall out. Yeah. What did they say? Surrender to creativity. So this is going to be a huge thing because we're co-creating. So you want to follow your creativity. You want to follow your nudges. You want to follow your divine inspiration, your ideas. Just like I didn't necessarily think to do this video. I was inspired. It's actually really early in the morning. I was like woken up to do this practically. So you just surrender back to creativity because we are the magician in the mirror. So there's something about this that keeps repeating. It says, let your imagination soar. Stay open to all creative ideas about how to pursue a dream or solve a problem. And back here we have perspective and strategy, if you think back here. So you're not doing it alone. There's something about your creativity and passion is making it better and being used, divinely used to make things better for yourself and others. So move forward on your passions. Your creativity is going to be absolutely huge for all of us to follow your heart and your creativity. Let your imagination soar. Stay open to all the creative ideas. So here you're getting pause for perspective and strategy, and you can get divine inspiration coming in to help you. Even in this card, he has an angel behind him. It's like you're not doing this alone. A lot of divine inspiration, and yeah, that's what I'm getting. So follow what you get. So let's see if there's anything else we can surrender. You see how it all builds, and you're paying attention to the relationship of the cards. Do you see how I went back and showed? It's almost like, what was that giving concentration? You have to remember the cards. The cards have to make an impact on you, so you know where the relationship. It's a conversation. It's like, oh yeah, you had mentioned that before. So let me go back, and it's like an exclamation mark on that previous card. And then we have surrender the drama. What did I say about, we have to, oh my God, it's right on this card. Focused attention. Didn't I say our natural, everything in the world is pulling our attention away. Taking our natural resources, our time, our focus, attention, our energy. There's so much drama. Right now, I had to turn off my notifications. You get constant, surrender the drama, okay? So no matter how emotionally charged, I can't even read it through the camera. No matter how emotionally charged the situation, remain calm and don't contribute to the drama. Staying centered, you're not going to believe this. Staying centered will help resolve the issue more quickly. We had focus and tension, and this balance was very important. She's looking at her emotions in the glass that are still waters, still waters. No matter how crazy, you want happiness and balance in the home. So release that drama as quickly as it comes. You have to be focused on following your heart, your creative passions for this transformation to abundance, stability, growth, all of that you want in your home. So it's knowing your natural resources, or what do we have as natural resources? Our time, our focus, our attention, our talents, our gifts. It's like, don't give it to the drama. You know, don't give it to the drama. It's so scaled in our world today to pull you into the drama. We don't have time for that. I know I say that all the time, but here, focus intention. It's like to keep your balance and follow your heart, your creativity, follow your heart, creativity and passions. The results are coming, but we got to stay focused with all our natural resources. That's the better strategy, right? That already is the better strategy, and you'll come up with other strategies on how to utilize to bring in more of that. As long as you hold, you know, you're keeping focused on that. That's what's growing. And we have, oh boy, surrender your desire to control people. And that's the drama right now that's happening on the big stage and the small stage, because being over controlling can sabotage relationships. To more effectively achieve your goals, back off, regroup, and give the situation some breathing room. Yeah, part of it that you hear going on is trying to control others. We see that's not even working on the big stage, so you can use that as a microcosm for your own life. They were saying over and over, like, less control, surrender the control thing, and I'm guilty of that too, because who doesn't like to feel very in control? But if anything taught us, there's things that we're not in control of, and so just release that. Use your natural resources for the things you can do, because they're saying do the focus intention, follow your heart, pour out that creativity is going to be key. That's what's bringing it in. So that's the better strategy. That's also the transformation. What are you feeding? What are you investing in? Like, invest in yourself, what you can do to bring in more happiness, more peace, results for hard work. Don't squander your natural resources. Don't give it to the drama or trying to over control situations you can't. Let's end it with messages from heaven for the remainder of 2021. But overall, it says more happiness, rewards for hard work, follow your creativity, follow your heart. Don't surrender the drama, surrender back to creativity. Don't give it to controlling people, your power to drama and controlling. Go back to creativity, following your heart. Being creative, passionate, bringing in more stability, happiness, rewards for hard work. That's the transformation. You're going to be feeling freer by the end of the year, the transformation. Let's end it with messages from heaven. But do you see how it all builds and all plays, and it's like a conversation? So you shuffle now again. Let's get the messages from heaven. Our loved ones passed on, our spirit guides for the end of the remainder of 2021 for all of us. I shuffle like this. And you keep pulling cards until you feel it's done. Like I felt it was complete. It doesn't have to be 3, 3, 3. You can pull, 3 like this. You can pull as many as you want, but it all plays. You can't make this up. Spread your wings and fly. We're proud of you. Look at this. They're proud of you. I have tears in my eyes. The transformation, butterfly maiden. By the end of the year, you're going to feel freer, transformative, that you've transformed situations, got past a lot more difficulties, that you've created literally a much more balanced situation in your home, rewards for hard work. And it has been a nothing short of a transformation and a lot of work to stay focused on your target, keep following your heart, your creative passions, and look at this, spread your wings. So your messages, your loved ones, I'm not even going farther with that deck. They're literally saying, spread your wings, and we're proud of you. So you have to know, I have chills. The number one thing from your loved ones passed on, your spirit guides, they're proud of you. They're proud of the transformation, what you're trying to bring in here, the work you're doing, following your heart, letting go of the drama, trying to control people. You just keep doing you and flying on, and you keep focused on that momentum, that you're flying on that frequency, kind of, you know what I mean? That's the perspective even to have. This is so gorgeous. You just keep following your heart, your creativity in your personal, your work. Less to the drama and control, and spread your wings and fly. We're proud of you. Oh my gosh. Okay, so let's end it with guardian angels now. See, I only did one card. It's like, just you do it intuitively. It doesn't have to be a certain set of cards. Let's end it with guardian angel messages for the remainder of the year. So these cards, they're heart cards. If you have problems shuffling, I always grab them like this in the crux of the heart, like on each side, and you can shuffle on the side very easily. I know people have problem when they're heart-shaped cards. I shuffle very fast, and we'll see what falls out from the guardian angels that want to end this beautiful reading. Spread your wings and fly. They're proud of you. So end of the year knowing they're proud of you for everything that we've endured and gone through to get to that point, to bring in more stability, security, that you're insistent, you're focused on what you can accomplish, and you're following your heart and your creativeness, and it's beautiful. Okay, Oh, a lot of guardian angels. So I had a feeling. So sometimes you just have a feeling where it's going. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Encouragement, blessings, acceptance, surrender, okay? So let's end it with the blessings. So let's do it here. Surrender, okay? So it says, I can't see it through the camera because of the way I did this, but remain positive about the future of our planet. This is how the guardian angels want us to know for the remainder of the year. Remain positive about the future of our planet, for all is part of humans' evolution. There is a divine order to all the chaos, which you perceive that exists in our world. Nothing will ever truly change until we learn to love and accept all as it is. Remember, release the control was in there in the drama. Nothing will ever truly change until we learn to love and accept all as it is. Lovingly surrender your judgments and expectations, and your life will magically transform. Here's the transformation, butterfly maiden. You can't make this up. Acceptance. There's nothing in your life to fix, only the disowned parts of you that yearn for love and acceptance. You're beautiful just as you are. Regardless of any faults you may perceive you have, you are an eternally radiant being of light. Accept all that you are and just be you. When you truly accept yourself, your whole world will magically and lovingly transform. Transform. Can't make this up. Encouragement. Your love is invaluable to the earth and to those around you, even though you may not always see the positive effect your love has on others. We had guiding children here. Yes, even though you may not always see the positive effect your love has on others, trust, for it does. Each time you offer love, thought, through a loving gesture, thought, or word. Each time you offer love through a loving gesture, thought, or word, you plant a seed of love, and love always generates more love. So trust and continue your loving work. We had Diana there, focused, encouragement, transform. Literally, your love is invaluable to this earth and to those around you, and you're not going to see it. They always say that you have love, support, backing for what you're doing, because you don't even see the results of what you do very often. You don't know what you affect. They always come with that. Like, always have a clear intention. Like Diana, follow your heart, your outpourings, your creativity, making things better. You don't know the trail you're leaving. Every time you offer love, thought, through a loving gesture, thought, or word, you plant a seed of love. Love always generates more love. So trust, continue your loving work. A lot of the remainder of the year was like, keep doing your work, keep that, your focus, everything there. And blessings, love, light, blessings. Through this card, you are being showered with angelic light. Accept the blessings about to come your way. This is the blessings, literally blessings. Literally blessings, it says here. Rewards for hard work. Love, light, blessings. Through this card, you're being showered with angelic light. Accept the blessings about to come your way, and know that you deserve to be and have all your heart's desires. You are being lovingly guided along a golden path, a magical journey through which you shall discover your true essence, butterfly maiden. Yeah, you shall discover your true essence, the infinite and eternal you. Congratulations. And look at this, congratulations. And even this card, you're ending the year, it literally says congratulations. Time for a celebration, abundant rewards for hard work. Release yourself from burdensome situations. And here's the balance. So this is the transformation. We're letting go of controlling others, the drama, surrender, accept, encourage. The blessings are coming. They're proud of you. There's a lot of transformation here. You keep following your own heart, your own creativity, pouring your own natural resources into things. Like, focus on what you can do, release the rest. So that was the message. So now that, going back to how I did the reading, this was 6 decks, right? You saw how it built upon each other. You keep going until you feel it's done. It all links to each other. So it's almost like you have to, it's like a conversation. It's like, oh yeah, you mentioned that back there. So if a card comes out, you can go back and say, that's right, that's an exclamation mark to that. It was the same question for all the decks. So you keep pulling cards until it's finished. And this was a clear, full message. It's like, thank you. It's almost like when you're on the phone with someone, it's like, we covered everything. Goodbye, till next time. Thank you, So I wanted to share this. This is how I get larger, bigger, filled with more messages. And it's providing much more love, support, guidance in an overall, very structured, it just builds on itself, and it provides you with a whole experience, right? So this is just a sample. So I wanted to show you literally how to use multiple tarot and oracle decks together for great readings. This is how we use 6 decks, how I shuffle, how I did the reading. You can see it's a free form reading. You could feel guided. I definitely take all the decks, just going over, put them on the side out of the boxes so you don't lose the flow. Sometimes you could be guided now at the end, like, oh, maybe they want to add another messages from heaven. Maybe they want to add, you could feel guided. You know, there's no, I always say, trump the rules, like forget the rules, like go by your instinct, go by your, what you're feeling. So if all of a sudden this wasn't clear and they said, you know what, let's pull some more messages from heaven, do so. You want to get more guidance, do so. That's how I always worked. And you could see how you get a lot more loving, supportive messages, and it's very powerful because each one gave an exclamation mark to the other. Each one built on each other. So this was a very positive reading also for the remainder of 2021. So I wish all of us the very best. And this has been how to use multiple tarot and oracle decks together for great readings and feel really the magic of it all building and just getting the max amount of messages, love, support, guidance you possibly can in one sitting, and feel like you've just drank it all in and got it. So yeah, so these have been my tips, and I wish you the best with your readings. Take care. Bye-bye.